Cheers.
Cheers, VC. Got a special joint video for Christmas. So my friend, bandmate, confidant, record collector, Sam Byrd. We're listening to this CD we made last September. And we were just laying down some tracks here. Had about an hour's worth of music. And Sam drove over here from Richmond, Virginia, and has brought a box of records he wants to share with people. So
yeah, just fun stuff. You know, I've really enjoyed watching y'all. I don't get a chance to plow through all the videos, but I've tried to watch most of Roger's. And, it's amazing. It's amazing stuff just to be able to share this. And so anyway, I've got a few things that I think most of Roger's going to get a kick out of. Maybe you will too. Anyway, to start off with this fun little thing, I got this at a yard sale ages ago, but this is James Brown. Think. Yeah, it's on King. It's the original King label. It's nice. It's mine. It's kind of scratchy. I think this is the original cover. I've seen another cover for this on CD releases, but I've never seen this on CD release. But
that's a really ridiculous cover.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's beautiful. I brought another James Brown. This is something. Show is funky down here. Another King. This is like organ. He's playing organ.
James Brown's playing organ?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's nice King label. Am I showing that close enough? I don't know how to do this. But, you can, whatever. Anyway, got a lot of records here. So. Moving on. I don't know. Have you ever seen the original vinyl version of this?
I don't think so.
Passion Play, Jethro Tull. I got this when it first came out. What's interesting about it is it's got this little booklet inside. It's kind of neat. So, you know, right after Thick as a Brick, I think they were really into the packaging and stuff. So it's kind of fun, you know. So,
wow, that's
anyway,
cool.
Stuff you enjoy seeing that. Because I know you've got the Steven Wilson Thick as a Brick.
Yes.
And, this is a good record too. I saw them play this at the Coliseum. Now I know you've asked about this before, but this is an amazing record. Touch.
I found a copy of that.
Oh, did you?
At a record show.
Oh,
yeah.
Have you shown that on?
No, I got it years ago. So.
I love this cover.
Yeah. And
I love this record. This guy, the keyboard player here, was the organ player for the Kingsmen, for the version of Louie Louie, the classic Kingsmen version.
Right, and they were like a bunch of studio cats, right?
Yeah, he was like he couldn't tour with them because he was like 15 when he recorded.
Wow.
So later he went on to record this record. This is like an early kind of prog. This is 1968. Wonderful record.
It is. It's great.
I mean,
it's great.
And he later went on to produce one of the Stooges' second record.
Okay, what's the guy's name?
Good Gadaducci or something. I can't read this writing. I don't know. But anyway, Naked Guys in Space. So,
yeah, that's a great cover.
Yeah. So continuing with the Naked Guys in Space thing, here's an odd one. Cognition. Anybody ever heard of this? I think this is a pretty obscure record. Naked Guys in Space.
Naked Guys in the Studio, yes! Yeah. We haven't gotten to that point yet, but maybe after another beer.
This is not a very good record. I don't think. I mean, I was sort of intrigued by it when I picked it up. As you can see, it was a cutout. Somewhere there's a bunch of somewhere. Yeah, right here.
When did you get it?
I got this when well, it came out in '71. I must have got it in maybe '72.
Wow.
A year later. And the interesting thing about it that I just recently discovered, I don't think I really noticed, if you look way down here in the bottom, it's copyright 1971 by L. Ron Hubbard.
No way.
Yeah.
So this is like a Scientology?
I think. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, like I say, it's not really...
L. Ron Hubbard.
It's hard. I don't know. I don't have words to say kind of what the music's like. It's sort of...
Double LP? Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. You'd have to kind of hear it. There's vocals.
You held on to it?
I held on to it. Yeah, that's sentimental about it because I used to listen to it with a friend of mine, Gary Martin. We used to listen to this record. So.
What label is this?
It's on, yeah,
Oh,
Kama
Kama
Sutra,
Sutra.
which I
Oh,
think
that's
was
a
connected
cool-
to Buddha, maybe.
That's
Yeah.
a cool label.
Yeah. Anyways, strange. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Now
Looks mint.
I have a series of things that Steve Feigenbaum, he's now runs Uniform Records.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, this is an album of his. It's Steve Feigenbaum and Tom Scott. Not the same Tom Scott, not the LA Tom Scott, but the DC area Tom Scott.
Okay.
And he was also a member of the Muffins. You know, the
Oh, really?
Muffins,
Okay.
the Parker, yeah. So this is Steve Feigenbaum and Tom Scott. Things are more like they are now than they ever were before. This is a wonderful record. It's just duo stuff. It's fun. It's on whatever label. I don't know.
Duo
These things.
Wait, so who plays what?
Well, Steve
So
Feigenbaum,
guitar
I
and
think,
saxophone?
yeah, he plays guitar, lots of guitars, and piano. So they both play a little bit of everything. Tom Scott's a sax player. And,
It's recorded at Catch a Buzz Studios.
yeah, in around the DC area. So, yeah, and inside there's an insert. Yeah, for Random Radar Records.
That's cool.
Which I have a few of these other ones. Here's Michael Bass, the Cheesy Pie. This guy's amazing, and he's got another Muffins member, Dave Newhouse, who plays keyboards and stuff, and it's kind of a concept record. There's sort of a story behind it, and it's got like layers, and it's got layers of vocal storytelling things. There's polka stuff, there's jazz stuff. It's kind of a weird, strange record.
Or cheesy
So if
pop.
you ever see this, I highly recommend it. It's wonderful stuff. Here's another Michael Bass record, Painting by Numbers. This one is a larger ensemble. There's a lot of people from I think all the Muffins are on it, plus a few other people. And Steve Feigenbaum is on it too. It's another Random Radar release. And this is great. This is kind of there's Zappa-ish stuff on here, just kind of weird, quirky, Henry Cow-ish sort of prog-y kind of thing.
Cool. This is DC area stuff?
Yeah, DC, I think DC, or Silver Spring, Maryland, actually. It's
those horns.
good stuff. Yeah, it's wonderful stuff.
Great cover.
Here's a Random Radar sampler. Another Random Radar thing. There's a lot there. Fred Frith is on here, and I believe Lord Coxhill has a couple songs. Cool. As well as more Steve Feigenbaum, Catch a Buzz Studios, Greenwood.
Wow.
Fun stuff. Am I showing these right? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so this is the Muffins. They had already put out one or two studio records, and they decided to put out a bootleg record to
You can sort of see where it's like embossed or
yeah, it's got kind of
embossed or something.
yeah. I think there's an insert here. Anyway, they recorded themselves live and decided to put out a thing. Oh yeah, I got it signed. It's signed by Billy Swan. You can see that to the end. Billy Swan.
Awesome.
The Muffins, Air Fiction. And I think I was actually at a couple of the shows that they used on this record, which were recorded up at the Psychedelic in Maryland.
The psychedelic.
Yeah.
So I'm not familiar with the Muffins. What kind of music
It's
is it?
kind of Henry Cowish prog.
Rock kind of thing.
Rock, prog, sort of rock, jazz, a lot of out jazz. They played a lot of little instruments.
Cool.
They did all kinds of stuff. I think you'd enjoy them. They're very, very much fun.
Wow.
Their second or third record was produced by Fred Frith.
Oh, okay.
And he played with it. I think they played on his album Gravity. They played a few songs.
Okay.
So you'd be familiar.
Okay. Cool.
And then moving on to the Richmond area, here's a record called Shakers in a Tantrum Landscape. Idios Savant. These guys later went on to become, well, three of them anyway, later went on to be in the Orthotonics, which is a heavy-duty art rock band in Richmond. It also was produced by Fred Frith.
I've heard their stuff, yeah.
Yeah. And so there's Marty McCavitt and Pippin, Danny Finney, Paul Watson. This is real, just out. This is out improv stuff. Richmond, 1979.
Awesome.
It's a wonderful, wonderful record. Then I wanted to show you the Orthotonics. I don't know if you've ever seen this. This kind of Richmond band, wonderful band. This was before Fred Frith got involved. This came out in '83 in Richmond. great band. They recently, well, I guess it was 3 or 4 years ago, they had a reunion show. Yeah, it was wonderful.
Wow.
They're a fun band. I used to go see them a lot. I wanted to show you this Stevie Wonder record. I don't know if you've ever seen this one. This came out right before Music of My Mind. What's interesting to me about it is it's got these cut out.
Oh, cool. Die cut.
Yeah, I guess you could take them out and make a mobile if you wanted to.
Oh, each letter can pop out. Oh.
And I've got the O has been punched out, and I think it's in here somewhere. There's an O stuck in here.
Gotta love these OG sleeves.
Here's the O. But yeah,
cool.
It's a good record. I mean, there's some good stuff on it.
Join the Motown fan club. You get your groovy fun fan kit.
Yeah. Which
I want
obviously I didn't send it out. But. Have you ever heard of these guys, Captain Beyond? This stuff. People have probably showed this record before. It's fun because it's the kind of silvery sort of 3D-ish kind of thing. This it's fun. It's this kind of progressive hard rock. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
We used to get off on it because the drummer Bobby Caldwell also played with Johnny Winter. He played with Johnny Winter and this band. This kind of southern prog rock. Great guitar playing on it. So I haven't listened to this album in ages. But.
Sort of lenticular 3D thing going on.
Yeah.
On Capricorn.
Yeah. This Naz, Todd Rundgren, of course, right there. The reason I wanted to show this is because I got this at a flea market for $1.
Awesome.
I was pleased. I was familiar with the record. I got this record when it first came out. Because this was like maybe in the early 70s when I was still in high school. Anyway, I was able to get the red vinyl.
Oh, wow.
For $1. It's fun, Anyway.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, neat. This is a classic record. I think it's Naz's best record. Moving on, I know you've been listening to Gentle Giant. I don't know if you've seen this or not. In a Glass House?
I've seen pictures of it. I've never seen the actual.
Yeah, the cover is kind of interesting because it's got this weird sleevey thing. This was an import. So I think this is a British version of it. It's got this weird thing going on with the sleeve. It's a fun record.
I like them a lot.
Yeah. And more in the kind of in the cross between the DC vein, sort of, and the British vein is Kit Watkins.
Right.
So this is a guy from Happy the Man, keyboard player. Later went on, he played the piano on one of their records. But this was a solo record of his. It's a drum bass, it's drum keyboards. Took over the last drummer from Happy the Man. Took over Cell and him. And it's good stuff. He was a great keyboard player. I don't even know whatever happened to him. But this was on a DC label.
Isn't he still around and has their website and stuff? And didn't they Happy the Man reform?
Without him though, I think.
Oh, okay.
He was part of that.
Yeah, I just recently got into Happy the Man. Sam had talked about them for a long time, and then Derek had talked about them, and I finally found a Happy the Man record and was blown away.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. Here's their third record. I think Cuneiform took this out of CD, but this is when it originally came out. It's like this.
And that's like demos for their third album that never got made.
Right. But it's good. It's fun stuff. Let's see, what's this? So this is a recommended record.
I have that record.
Yeah. Fred Frith and Chris Cutler. It's great. It's a great record.
And their cover is what makes it. I mean, it is a beautiful record.
Yeah,
this
it's
live
fun to get
space.
This nice little, nice insert.
And can I take another thing?
Sure.
It's a really nice screen print.
Yeah. But it's a wild record. It's really good.
Oh, it's excellent.
Yeah.
It's like free improv, basically. Right?
Yeah.
I've listened to this for years. I need to pull that out.
Yeah, no, this is good. I also wanted to show this, because this is, I don't know if you ever heard of this, Sugar King Harris. I played violin on. Didn't he play on Hot Rats?
Yeah. On some other Zappa records, on Weasels Rip My Flesh, too.
Yeah. This is on BASF, and the interesting thing about it to me is that Robert Wyatt's on drums.
NPS.
Yeah, it's live. And Terry Ripton on guitar.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
It's wild. It's just kind of a jam thing. I don't know how to describe it. Fun stuff.
That looks awesome.
Awful cover, but
NPS. It's a big BC fan fave label.
Well, then here's this, the classic, which I know you. Do you have this? This was like the very first Sun Ra record I got, and it's on BA, so
Yeah.
So got the insert.
It's kind of been displaced by the CD, which has the whole concert. And,
yes. Yeah. Although it's interesting to listen to the album because the edits.
Right.
I mean, I think he worked on the edits, even though it was not on the Saturn. But I think he was involved in the editing.
But this is
great record.
It's a great.
I wanted to show you this record because this was the very first jazz record that I ever got.
Real?
Charlie, yeah. This was
That's a good one.
It was part of my dad's collection. I think he got it. He was a member of the Columbia Record Club.
No
so
kidding.
He got like a whole bunch of things. He didn't like it. But I I was like in 5th or 6th grade. I kind of absconded with it and took it over.
Awesome.
Never gave it back. This is just a great record. And this, it's wonderful. This is not the original paper sleeve.
It's a Warner Brothers.
But, I love that label.
The 6i.
Yeah.
And is that stereo?
Actually, no.
No, it's mono.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's stereo.
It says right here, stereo.
Anyway, I love this
Got
record.
excited there for a second.
To me, this is one of the classic Mingus records. I prefer this to Mingus album, but probably because it's sentimental value. Boy, what a band. Anyway, so, and I wanted to show you this because the Beach Boys. The reason why this is so cool. It's because it is one of those duophonic. I mean, it's one of those sleeves with the the albums inside.
The Unipack.
Yeah, Unipack.
And this pain in the ass. And always
cut out, but I got it when it first became a cutout. I didn't buy it brand new, so I had the singles. I used to buy singles as much as, if not more than albums. So I had I Can Hear Music, and I had Do It Again. Then I bought the albums.
When is this from?
Huh?
When is this from?
This is from 1968, maybe? I don't know. I got it.
We argue about the Beach Boys because I honestly can't stand them. I tried. I keep trying. He played me some today.
Yeah, I played.
I'm gonna keep trying.
I played a couple of tracks from Sunflower. This Whole World. That's a classic song. It's great. He doesn't like the ooh-ahs.
Ooh-ah.
Speaking of another band that people don't like much, here's the Beatles. This is the first Beatles bootleg record.
Everybody loves the Beatles.
Everybody loves the Beatles. This was great because
especially bootlegs.
Yeah, this is an old bootleg, and it's it was actually there were 2 records crammed in here, and one of them was BDC stuff on a green label, and then the other one was the Christmas records.
Oh, no kidding.
Red label, yeah. So I'm not sure which one is actually in there now. That might be. Yeah, that's the green.
It's got that.
This is the red one. This was the Christmas records. So,
oh, cool.
Plus, Dig It, I think, was on the internet too. So the bootleggers used to mix things up.
And this has no cover.
Yeah. But then there's this, which I just love: Beatles versus Don Ho. You be the judge and jury. The classic record. There's a lot of great stuff on here. Of course, all this stuff is available now in other places, but when I got it, it was interesting. And this is another weird. You don't see this one too much. The never released Mary Jane.
Oh no, I've never seen that.
And this is this is an old. This is like 1969.
Paper pasted.
Yeah, it's paper pasted on. Of course, the label is just.
Looks like Japanese on here. Is this a Japanese?
Yeah, I don't know. No, it's not. It's I don't know what label this is. There's not really a label on it. It's a dinosaur or something. Anyway. Moving on. Here's Ellington in stereo. I don't know if you've seen this or not. This has been released. These things.
You played me the CD of this.
Yeah, and it actually is true stereo. They recorded it in the 30s. They were experimenting. Recorded in stereo. It sounds great. It's really nice. So I think this may be out on CD somewhere. I don't know. I'm not really sure.
You didn't play a CD this week? Maybe you played this record. I remember you.
I should be more prepared. Things don't stick in my mind the way they used to.
And it was probably a million years ago.
Yeah, it was a million years ago. Here's one of Leo Smith's first records.
Nice.
Yeah, and I bought this from this guy was selling. He had like tons of avant-garde jazz records. This was back in like the late 70s in Richmond for sale. So I bought this.
Is that like a private press?
Yeah, this is his He put this out. There's a booklet inside, creative music.
Keep going.
Is it still recording? Yeah. Anyway, nice little booklet here.
Sorry. Wow.
Yeah, it's like TMS Records.
Wow. When is this from? 71? Wow.
Yeah.
And it's solo.
Yeah, solo. It's solo Leo Smith. Beautiful record. So I was pleased to get that. Happy to show that to you. This is an oddity. Tower of Power. Their third. This is like their fourth record.
Now, what's odd about a Tower of Power?
Do you really not know? It's fun. I'll tell you. Well, when this first came out, they had a keyboard player named Chester Thompson. Not the same Chester Thompson as the drummer, but the organ player. Here's the cover. No organ player. Later on, if you look at the CD version of this and you look at later albums, they added the organ player on the side of the picture. There's no organ. He's on here, but he's not on the cover. So I thought I'd show that. So the hell of it. It's interesting. It's a beat-up record.
Was it ever reissued on LP with them pasted on there?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah, with him in there. So.
Okay. So this is an early pressing.
Yeah, it's an early pressing of it. Yeah. Great record too. I wanted to show this because
I used to have that.
And the interesting thing about this is, if you can see up here, Chesterfield County Public Library. This used to be in the library, and then they got rid of it. What's interesting to me, I don't think anybody probably ever checked this out, because look, all this stuff is still in it.
Wow.
This was a library record, and yet it's still got all the weird cutout things for all the characters.
I used to have that record, and I actually cut out the figures and played with them and stuff.
Why not? Yeah, why not? Yeah, and you got good old George.
Yes.
On the web. So, anyway, let's see. Moving right along. Japanese copy of Soft Machine's Third. Have you ever seen this? On the American version, this was the inner sleeve.
Oh, right.
And this is the outer sleeve for the Japanese. So,
interesting. Yeah. Now, does it sound any better than the Columbia?
I don't know. It's really kind of beat up. It's pretty beat up. It's got Japanese on the inside. I mean, this copy is beat up. I think it basically is the same. Sounds the same.
It's not a great sounding record.
It's got the labels.
Cool. It's a great record, but the sound is murky.
Yeah, the sound is murky. Yeah, it doesn't sound that much better. And I don't know if you've ever heard of this Centipede. This, I believe, was produced by Robert Fripp. It's a big band. With all kinds of British folks. There was an American version that had kind of a wine bottle or something motif on the cover, but this is the British.
Folks might have shown that.
Yeah,
sure.
And it's a good record. Robert Wyatt's on it, and all kinds of British, Roy Babington, John Marshall, Gary Winter, Mongazy Feza, all kinds of folks. Mark Cherry. It's a good record. If you ever see it, you should pick it up. It's fun.
RCA Neon, I know that's a favorite label.
Okay, now quickly, I'm just going to go through. I know that recently you said, you were talking about you bought an album or something that had like a signature on it. You didn't know whether it was the real signature or not. Well, I can attest every single one of these. I personally asked the people to sign. So I have a bunch of autographed records. I'll just go through them real quick.
Cool.
This one, I believe I got this autographed at Peaches in Atlanta, Georgia. This is Marscape. Do you know this record? This is Robin Lumley and some of the Brand X people, and Phil Collins is on it. So I have actually Phil Collins signed it. You can't really see it, but it's there. Phil Collins signed it right down there. You can see it.
Is it in the same vein as Brand X?
Sorta, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. It's not great.
I mean, you can sort of see it.
Yeah. Anyway, love Hatfield in the North, and then National Health, and I saw National Health in D.C., so I took a bunch of albums there and got them to sign my Hatfield in the North. So,
this is British pressing.
Yeah. Nice. Hip Pile signed it right over. I don't know, right there. You see that? Hip Pile? Anyway, Hip Pile. Hatfield in the North.
Cool, beautiful, gorgeous, gatefold British pressing. You gave me a U.S. pressing.
Yeah, which doesn't get, it's not gatefold. Sorry about that.
No, man, it's a great record.
It's a great record.
Virgin.
Yeah. And then I also got to buy and sign this the second record, Robbers Club.
Oh, cool. I haven't heard that one.
You haven't heard this? You should check this out. You love it. It's good.
I keep an eye out for that stuff. It's not common.
Yeah. Just saying. Then, while I was there, I also got National Health signed. This was their first record by Alan Golan and Pit Pile. I don't know why I didn't get Phil Miller to sign it too. He was there, but anyway, another great record.
Oops, sorry, Sam.
Sorry. Wait. Phil Miller did sign it. He signed it on the back. There's Phil Miller. Right down there. Yeah.
Nice.
Then Sonny Rollins saw him in Richmond in the 80s.
Oh, holy shit, Sam.
Yeah, he signed. See, best wishes. What does it say? Best wishes, Sammy. Thanks for listening to our music.
Awesome.
Sonny Rollins.
Wow.
Great record too, though.
It is a great record.
Let's see. Arthur Blythe. Illusions.
Nice.
To Sam. Oh, Bob Stewart on tuba as well. He was in that band.
Cool.
He also played in Richmond. Sorry, I know this is taking a long time. Here's another Arthur Blythe. I'm not even going to take it out of his sleeve, but he signed it. His face. This is a great record. This is on Indian Navigation.
I've not heard that record.
With Abdul Wadud on cello.
Oh wow, that must be awesome.
Oh, it is a wonderful record. His earlier stuff to me was much stronger than his later stuff.
Well, he's like signed with Columbia, and they like tried to make him kind of a smooth jazz.
Well, sort of, but his first couple albums on Columbia are really good.
Right.
Lennox Avenue Breakdown.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
But seemed like he was pushed in the direction. Oh man, you got to be kidding me!
Conquistador, signed by Cecil Taylor and Jimmy Lyons. So I was and Andrew Cyril. I got Andrew Cyril to sign it in Boston. So isn't that cool? I'm real pleased with that. Great record.
That is a great record. Man. So, anything notable about this pressing, or no? It's like a later press.
It's an older,
blue label, but still, man.
Yeah. I think Cecil was kind of taken aback when I showed up this is when I saw him in DC in 1980. And I showed up with all these records, and he was like, oh, okay. I don't think he was used to white guys coming up to him saying, "Hey, are you signing records?" Here's Spring of Two Blue Jays, signed by Cecil and Jimmy Lyons. So this is the original pressing of Spring of Two Blue Jays.
That's another incredible record.
So it's a Unit Core.
Has a
fantastic record.
Thin sleeve, like a British pressing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Cecil Taylor and Jimmy Lyons.
No, it's just I've accumulated these, and it's fun to show them. Here's Sonny Fortune.
Oh, cool.
He played in Richmond. Where did he sign it? Oh, I know he signed it somewhere. Oh wait, you can hardly see it, but he did sign it. This is another one of those duo pack things, these A&M records.
Oh right, this is on that A&M.
Yeah,
did a bunch
same
of really
one that did
interesting.
Dancing in Your Head.
Right. Horizon.
Yeah. Charlie Hayden.
Yeah. Cool.
Here's an early ECM record, Jan Gabarek. Signed by Jan Gabarek. Right there. This is a real early ECM.
What's the number?
1007.
Wow, so that's the seventh title.
So yeah, Terry Riptall.
Wow.
John Christensen. Fun stuff.
1970.
And I wish I never saw John Coltrane, but I did see Elton Jones and McCoy Tyner, so I got them to sign.
I Love Supreme. Wow.
I Love Supreme. Yeah. So that was kind of
personalized and everything.
Love and Peace, Elton Jones.
Man.
So I'm pleased to have that. Of course, great record. What you think?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. All right. Then saw Art Ensemble in 1982. Got all 5 of the members to sign this. Urban Bushman. So they were just hanging around after the show. So I had my album, so I went up and they all signed it.
Wow, that's a great live album on ECM.
Yeah, it is. And I don't know if you can see the signatures, but they're there for Sam. These guys couldn't have been nicer. They were just nice as could be. And that was a great show, too.
I can only
An incredible show.
Wow.
And I think that's it. Except for, one more thing to show, and that's Space 1999, which has personal meaning for us because we used to use this in our band in Boston. You know, they're just gonna skip the module.
Oh my God! I'm so glad you rescued it.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
Space 1999. So, anyway,
that is awesome.
that's my pal there.
Sam,
Was
thanks
that
so
fun?
much.
Yeah,
Was
so-
it fun for you guys? I hope it was
you
fun.
enjoyed it. So,
Wow.
yeah. That's all I got. That's all I got. Fun records.
This was fun. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, by the way, Dr. Deadwax, for you, this is Milk Stout by the Left Hand Brewing Company in Colorado. Good stuff. I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas, and we will
Crimble.
see you soon. Cheers.